Hi guys, Spontanuity here. I'm the Ingenuity person, and I'm coming back with you guys for a interesting thing that I think the spontaneous one and I might start doing in the future after we both get back. It's doing deck reviews. The deck I'm going to do, I haven't even opened it yet, so I had no idea how it plays, but it's the new set for Magic the Gathering. It's their Dungeons and Dragons Commanders. And I saw this. I play Dungeons and Dragons, so it's a spontaneous one. He loves it. We both love it. And I just thought this was pretty cool. I will apologize for the lack of content. Been going through some things, family-wise, and I'm doing my best to keep it up. And money's kind of rough, so I'll try and keep stuff posted. But yeah, might as well get into the video. And so the deck I chose was the tricolor green, white, blue. The commander for the deck, I'm pretty sure it's a newer card actually, is Galia, Kindler of Hope. It's a 4-cost, 1 colorless, 1 green, 1 white, 1 blue, of course. It has Vigilance. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast aura and equipment spells from the top of your library. When you cast an equipment spell this way, it gains when this equipment enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. And it's a 4/4. So basically, make your should I say equipment or enchantment? Yeah, make your equipment costs basically free. There's another deck that I know that's like that. It's a red-white commander. I forget who the commander is, but it's one of the recent sets that they've sold. So I'm not sure the correct way of how to pull this out of the box. My guess is from right here. The box is very cool. Looking at the time I have, because I have a set amount of time, unfortunately, I will have to do this in at least 2 parts. So it is unfortunate, but it is a must. A little cool little box thing. I'm not actually sure what these are for. Yeah, a little punched out thingy that you can punch out. It says on top, you may use these punch outs as counters or as victory confetti. And since I'm always winning, I might as well, you know. So little gadgets. There is a cool countdown counter. I am digging the art on that. Magic the Gathering has really been putting some work. I mean, I'm very impressed with what they've done. Here's the deck. Need to make sure there's... I saw something when I was looking at the decks that there might be a new play style, considering. I don't think there is. Let's come out of the rules, basics. It doesn't look like there's any new rules for this, for a playstyle. But yeah, it says in here, basically, playing the deck as a paladin, Galia protects and bolsters her companions with equipment and auras. Watch the top card of your deck for cards you can cast, and equipment from the top of your deck, from the top of your library, is especially handy because you get to attach it without paying its equip cost. You can turn just about any creature into a game-ending threat over time, but relying on a single threat makes you more vulnerable to enemy spells that can remove it. So protect your investment. Your best bet in a long game is to keep drawing cards and avoiding running out of resources. So basic, yeah. I'm betting it's pretty white heavy considering equipment's the color I'm going to guess has the least of is going to be blue. The most, it's I'm gonna say probably green. Because of the equipment and well, equipment's mainly a white. Equipment and auras are mainly white things. But yeah, I'll get to opening. I read the commander already. Very gorgeous, just so you guys know. That is very pretty. Pretty art. And then we'll get on to the assistant commanders. Well, I think there might be only one assistant commander actually in this. It is Storvald Frost Giant Jarl. It's a 7 cost, 3, 1 of each of the 3 colors, and then 4. It says legendary creature, giant, ward 3. Other creatures you control have ward 3. Whenever Storvald enters the battlefield or attacks, choose one or both. Target creature has base power and toughness 7/7 until end of turn. Target creature has base power and toughness 1/1 until end of turn. In case you guys don't know what ward is, I'm not 100% certain, but from my understanding, for you to do any effects and whatnot towards this card, you have to pay 3. So if you wanted to counter it, you'd have to pay 3. So it's actually a pretty decent card. But that is what it looks like. We have Evolving Wilds. Everyone knows what Evolving Wilds is, in case you don't. It's a land. Sacrifice Evolving Wilds. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library. It's a cool little art there, actually. Impressive. Clay Golem, 4 cost. Artifact Creature Golem. It's a 6 there's a 6 cost on it. It says roll a d8. Monstrosity X, where X is the result. If this creature isn't monstrous, put X11 counters on it, and it becomes monstrous. Its base stats is a 4/4. It has Berserk. When Clay Golem becomes monstrous, destroy target permanent. I haven't seen Berserk in a very long time. This may be a new thing. I could be thinking of something else. But that's actually pretty decent. I like the fact... The cool thing about this is I like the fact they're adding like different dice things. Because that's typical of D&D. But, yeah. That is what it looks like. Ebony Fly. It's a 2 cost artifact. Ebony Fly enters the battlefield tapped. It's a tap, add a colorless, 4 cost. Roll a d6. Until end of turn, you may have Ebony Fly become an XX insect artifact creature with flying, where X is the result. Whenever Ebony Fly attacks, another target attacking creature gains flying until end of turn. Not bad. So, and you can do that 4 cost anytime, so increasing its amount. So, potential, if you have a lot of mana on the field, potential to boost that up. We got Sword of Hours. 2 cost, artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, roll a d12. If the result is greater than the damage dealt, or result is 12, double the number of 1/1 counters on that creature. That is pretty good. So it it basically it's hard to say. It's the result is greater than the damage dealt. So basically, if you get higher than the amount, or if you get 12, you're doubling the fridge door. You're doubling the amount of 1/1 counters on it. Sorry about that, I had a brain fart. Angelic Gift. 2 cost. Enchantment. Enchant creature. When Angelic Gift enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature has flying. In case I didn't show that, my bad. That's what the card looks like. Sorry. There's that. I just read that one. Griff's Boon, 1 cost, enchantment, aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has +1/+0 and has flying. It's a 4 cost. Return Griff's Boon from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. So you can do that on your turn. Valorous Stance. It's a 2 cost, instant. Choose 1. Target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. I like that. Actually, really good. So 2 cost, basically destroy. Or indestructible. Brainstorm, 1 cost. Draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. It's a good draw. It's a good way to control what you have on what's coming towards you. Curse of Verbosity, at 3 cost, enchantment, or a curse. Enchant player. Whenever enchanted player is attacked, you draw a card. Each opponent attacking that player does the same. Potential for world. So yeah. Have a single target. Enchant that person. Pretty darn good. Flash. Enchant creature. Oh, my bad. Eel Umbra, 2 cost, enchantment. Flash. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 totem armor. If the enchanted creature would be destroyed, instead remove all damage from it and destroy this aura. I've seen a few totem armor cards before. Mainly they were white, so I'm surprised to see that it's in blue. Psychic Impetus. It's a 3 cost, blue, 1 blue. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and is goaded. And in case you don't know what goaded means, it attacks each combat if able and attacks a player other than you if able. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, you scry 2. Can you see that? There you go. Oof. Excuse me. Riverwise Agure, 4 cost, 1 blue. Creature. When Riverwise Agure enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. It's a 2/2. Serum Visions. It's 1 cost, draw a card, and scry 2. I like that. It's really good. It's cheap. I wish they had it a little bit back. I wish I had it differently, but such is life. Abundant Growth. It's a 1 cost green, enchantment, or enchant land. When an Abundant Growth enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted land has add 1 mana of any color. New art for it, which is pretty nice. Acidic Slime. It's a 5 cost, 2 green. This is not new to this set. Creature Ooze. Death Touch. When Acidic Slime enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. I like this card a lot. It's especially good in the Civic deck, where it had the Serpent, basically. It's been a while. It's something I played against the Spontaneous one actually quite a bit. But this card is in there, and it has a cycle. There's a card that had like a cycle ability, and this can be really annoying if a person can pull this back multiple times. Fertile Ground, 2 cost, green, 1 green. Enchantment Aura. Enchant land. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of any color. So what I'm seeing thus far is making your mana do double, which is really good. That's a really strong factor of green. I actually think that's the strongest factor, is green that does that. Kenrith's Transformation, 2-cost green. Enchantment. Enchant creature. When Kenrith's Transformation enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a green elk creature with base power, toughness 3/3. So, this is a good card. Say your opponent has a really annoying creature, pop this little sucker on there, and it's that sucker's gone. Nature's Lore, 2-cost, 1 green. Search your library for a forest card, put that card onto the battlefield, and then shuffle. That's a great card. That's an instant +1 on turn 2 of playing mana. And then if you have a Soul Ring in your hand, that's 5 mana turn 2. If you have those in your hand, though. But great card. Paradise Druid, 2-cost, 1 green. Paradise Druid has, it's a creature. Paradise Druid has hexproof as long as it's untapped. It's tap, add 1 mana of any color. It's a 2/1. Rancor, it's a 1-cost green. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0 and has trample. When Rancor is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return Rancor to its owner's hand. It's a good little cycle ability. I like that. Whew. Excuse me. Utopia Sprawl. It's a 1-cost. Enchant Forest. As Utopia Sprawl enters the battlefield, choose a color. Whenever Enchanted Forest is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of the chosen color. I like that. It's really good. Doubling your mana, basically. Wild Growth. It's a 1-cost green. Enchant Land. It's an enchantment. Enchant Land. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional green. More mana abilities. So there's a good... It's strong mana from what I'm seeing. So thus far. Bant Charm. Maybe it's Bant Charm. It's a 1 green, 1 white, 1 blue. It says it's an instant. Choose 1. Destroy target artifact. Put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library, which is fun to do to an opponent's commander. Counter target instant spell. I don't like that last... It's a good last part, but I don't like that last part because it specifically says instant. But that's what it looks like. In case I didn't show what Wild Growth looked like. There you go. We have Behemoth Sledge. There's a 3-cost artifact with 1 green, 1 white. Equipped a creature gets +2/+2 and has trample and lifelink, and the equip cost is 3. I will have to end the video soon. See you in the